Hello and welcome to the Conversation Cafe. My name is Beth Turner and I'm a communication coach for young people and the founder of Conversations Unlimited. And the Conversation Cafe is the online space that I use to do two things. I create content directly for kids and young people to help them learn tips and techniques to give them real confidence communicating in all sorts of everyday experiences. And then the second thing I do here is I create content for parents. I take the same communication topics as I've been discussing in the children's videos, and then I look at those topics through a parental lens. And in today's video, I wanted to bring up the topic of body language because I've recently created videos which look at all different aspects of body language. And I've talked to the young people in their videos about how over 70% of everything that they communicate to the people that they are in conversation or present to is communicated non-verbally. And it made me think as parents whether we take as much of an interest in our own body language as we should. So I thought I would do a quick video on this topic. And even if we just look at the 4 topics that I've recently covered in the young people's videos, so that's eye contact, smile, it is lazy lips, and also mirroring and your overall body language. If we just consider them, then I suppose my question to start this video is, how does your body language look to your kids? So even if we start with eye contact, we all know and we're told all the time how important eye contact is. And we know that it is a sign of importance when you look at someone and give them your full attention when you are speaking to them or listening to them. It lets the person that you're speaking to know that they are really important to you. You care about them, about what it is they want to tell you, and you care about building rapport and connection in the conversation that you're having with them. So it got me to thinking, as busy parents, do we give our children our undivided attention through good eye contact as often as we ought to? So many of us want to create environments where our children are willing to come to us to talk about their lives. We're often really eager to get a little window into their worlds. We want them to share their feelings with us, and we want them to feel comfortable to ask for our help. And the way in which we can positively influence the likelihood of that happening is to make them feel that they are really important to us. And what they want to talk to us about is important and not trivial. And I don't know about you, but a lot of the time when my kids speak to me, I don't actually make eye contact with them because I'm multitasking. I might be on my phone, I might be busy. And sometimes it's just because I'm not sure that what they want to talk to me about is going to be desperately important. And it made me very recently, in doing the videos for the young people, think, important to who? Important to our kids or important to us as parents? And certainly for me, I want to create an environment where when my kids are big and all grown up, they will come and talk to me about the big stuff happening in their lives. And it made me realize that actually, if I don't listen to the little stuff when they are little, they're unlikely to share the big stuff with me when they get bigger, because to them, it's always been the big stuff. So I suppose my question to you is the one I ask myself is, how much undivided attention and eye contact do I give my kids when they speak to me? So something for you to think about, which often then led me to think about smile. In the video for the kids, I talk about the power of a smile, how it's contagious, how subliminally you're saying to someone with a smile, I'm approachable, I'm friendly. If you say hello to me, I'm likely to chat back, I'm nice, I'm approachable. And then I thought, I wonder how often we actually smile at our kids. And I don't mean acknowledge them, I mean smile at them in that moment for who they are, just because we want to show them how we feel about them. And it sounds like such an obvious thing to ask yourself, when did I last smile at my own kids? But it's very different when you pick them up from the playground, or when they walk through the door after school, or when you see them in the morning. Do you even actually look at them, let alone smile at them? And I suppose my question to you would be, what would happen if you did? Because when you start to embrace the power and the contagious nature of a smile to be able to change in a heartbeat the way your child feels, the mood they're in, and it can even change the course of their day, it does make you think about taking every opportunity that is possible for you to just take a second and to smile at your kids when you get the chance. It makes you feel really present. And the other thing that I've noticed, it makes you feel really connected to them. So the third thing I've recently done a kids video about is lazy lips. So I know as a parent myself, it's frustrating to be mumbled at. When your child or your teenager has lazy lips and they can't really be bothered to talk to you about using whole words, and they look so miserable when they speak, it's so frustrating. But it made me think that I'm promoting to them in their videos how their job is to make it as easy as possible for the person they're speaking to hear them and understand what it is that they've got to say. And I've encouraged them in the video to use their lips to sound out and shape each word that they want to speak, because they want it to be understood. And it made me wonder whether we feel understood and heard as parents. And I don't know whether you've been in situations similar to me where you just think, nobody is listening to me. No one seems to be paying any attention to what it is that I want to say, and certainly not acting on what it is that I am asking of my kids. And it made me take stock of my own ability to help them understand me when I communicate. So if you are experiencing those situations when your kids don't seem to be listening or paying any attention to you, then maybe it's time you had a little chat to yourself in a mirror, or you even just stopped in that moment and asked yourself, are you clear? Do you have lazy lips? Are you talking to them at the same time as doing something else? Are you asking them to do something that you need them to do at the same time as being on your phone? And what would happen? Would their reaction be different if actually you gave them in that moment your undivided attention to make double clear what it was that you wanted to say to them, and you left no question in your mind or theirs about the clarity of them hearing you and understanding what it is that you have to say? And then the last thing is overall body language. I've talked in the children's videos about how powerful mirroring can be when you want to create rapport and feel connected when you're talking to somebody. And it made me think that sometimes my body language to my kids is not great. And I think as parents, quite often we accept two types of behavior from our kids. When they're out and about, sometimes their behavior can be acceptable, but when they step back into the family home, their safe place, we know that their behavior sometimes slips, because with us, that's where they feel safe to do so. And, you know, we are often accepting of that, and we understand it, and we guide them so that that doesn't become something that they need to rely on as they age. But the question I'd ask you is, do you treat them as your safe place as well? Does your body language differ the minute you are at home with your, or just in the presence of your kids? Do you have this conscious effort that you make when you're speaking to people outside of the home, where you are making eye contact, you are nodding and engaging with them, you are asking questions, you do give them your undivided attention, yet when you get home, you don't use those same skills with your own kids? And I know in my house, I was guilty of that. And actually making a number of small changes really had a positive impact, because I wanted the kids to feel that there was an environment where they could talk if they wanted to. And when they chose to talk to me, I would be receptive. I would hold a space for them to do so. And making sure that my body language is in check and that I am using eye contact with them. I have not got a negative body, so I haven't got my arms crossed when they're speaking to me. My face isn't frowned. I'm not distracted, not thinking about anything else. I am intent on concentrating and spending just those few seconds or minutes letting them finish what it is they want to say to me, and actually just taking a moment to review my body language to them. It really did have a very positive impact on my relationship with them. So I want to leave you with those 4 things to say, if you want to create an environment where your kids know that if they want to tell you something, they will be heard and they will be understood, and that you will hold a space for them and you will be engaged and interact with them in the best way possible, then let me leave you with a few things to review: eye contact, your smile, lazy lips, and also your overall body language, because you might just find there are 1 or 2 opportunities to make little changes which will pay dividends in the relationship that you have going forward with your kids. That's everything I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope you found it useful. If so, please tell somebody else that it exists. If not, let me know in the comments below, and I will come back to you and do my best to help you. Thanks for joining me in the Conversation Cafe today. I will see you very soon.